So I'm on the mission now, A Trail of Hope. I'm going to go ahead and put it up on the journal here. They have another active remnant vault that they may have actually found. This one leads you to this place over here. Now the remnant, if you haven't actually played this game, they're kind of like the Protheans from the original series. If you haven't played the original series, they're a long dead civilization, but they were so advanced. In fact, so advanced that they're finding things, you know, in the original series that were far above the technology that they had at the time. And this race had been extinct for 50,000 years. And that's kind of what you get the sense of the Revenant being like. Now, I was in the Eos, I guess, solar system, and I'm going to this new solar system now. This will just kind of take us along that natural game progression path.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop, now!
Kett ships, a dozen. No, more.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
Well, scan them back.
Where is the one who activated the Remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
So this is the Kett that we are known to kind of find. They're basically the species that we are encountered. I call them the rock people, but they are basically very angry type of people. If I had to relate them to one of the, I guess, characters you've already seen, they're kind of like the Krogan. They're very, very war-driven, and they're after these remnant technologies that we find in Andromeda. Now, we have not seen these in the original trilogy. This is actually a new type of alien.
I'm Ryder, captain of this ship and Pathfinder with the initiative.
You'll come with me.
They've locked navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam,
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
do it!
Now, the interesting thing here is that the Kett, as they're called in this game, you get a sense that they're a little farther advanced than we are.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here!
And you get the sense that you even read at one point that they feel like we, and I'll show that here in just a second, a little clip of that, but they feel that we are a
It will
lesser
be tight.
species. So they look down upon us. And what they're after...
Nice work, kid.
Oh, wait just a second, sorry.
Yeah. But who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
You get a sense, basically, that the Kett, they're after the remnant technology. Now, I said before, this is like the Prothean technology. It's very, very advanced.
We're being contacted.
But there's no sign of these remnant
Have to
people.
land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
So here we're going to see our first alien, but before I talk about that, you know, the Kett, like I said, they're after this remnant technology, and we don't exactly know why. Now, one of the Asari people that we've picked up along, you know, one of the pieces, or the people that we've picked up in our crew, has said that she has evidence that the remnant have been extinct for about 200 years. Now, it took us 634 years to get to Andromeda, and you got to think, while we were traveling there, our technology was completely flat. Nobody was researching anything. We were all in hyper, sleep, trying to arrive here. And the whole time, these other civilizations are building, and that's a lot of time to get your technology up. So you kind of got to wonder if that's one of the reasons why the Kett think that we're a lesser species. And I'll go ahead and show that clip that I was talking about earlier right now. And here we are. We've got two choices. Let's all stay calm or we come in peace. I'm going to go ahead and say we come in peace. And this is our first
We're
alien.
visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
I should say this is the first new alien we'll find.
They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down.
Now, we don't understand their language at this point, but I have a feeling that the AI might be trying to translate it for us.
Yes. Ha, look at that. It's beautiful. We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck.
So this here will be our first encounter with the new species that we've never seen before in the Mass Effect games. That was kind of weird, like graphic glitches there.
Thank you.
I'm Paran Shai, Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
Now, I find this interesting. I want to bring this up real quick. She seems to already know that we're human, and that would be a weird term if you think about it, because would we call, an indigenous population on another planet by their actual name if we've never actually seen them before? We'd probably have a different name for them until we've actually met them. So it kind of makes me think one of two things. Either they've already met them. Well, I mean, I guess that would be the only example, or the only possible explanation, because there's no way they would know that term, in my opinion.
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
So a little bit of hostility, as we can see right here. It's kind of interesting.
Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood.
Jeez.
Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
Keep moving.
Okay. If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Kett and protect us.
Now I'm going to show you a little bit. I actually played just a little bit of this part earlier. And if you try to get out of line, like all these lasers start getting on you. You're like, oh. I think they really will kill you. It's kind of funny. But it is kind of like, it's a little bit much as far as the Force. But I guess if you kind of really think about it, now I know some people are probably like, that's way too much Force and it's only one guy. But you got to think about the intelligence aspect of this. You know, there's probably spies. You know, they're in a war. This is a resistant movement against the Kett. So I actually kind of agree with the amount of force that they're trying to use. It seems like they're a very oppressed people. At least that's the sense that we're getting at this time. Really kind of cool, I guess, homeworld. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Solarians. Now I know people have had some issues as far as the way these people look. They kind of think they look a little bit like the Turian and the Asari kind of mixed together. They didn't feel like it was different enough. But, you know, it could be EA trying to cut corners, or it could just be that, you know, how many, I don't know, I mean, how many people can really say they can imagine an alien being? You know, it's hard to imagine what we haven't seen before, you know? So I give them a little bit of leeway there.
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside.
Am I allowed to go inside? Am I going to get shot?
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak.
No. I am telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Kett makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the Kett.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Kett mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the Kett kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Fold. Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder. Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Kett have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when he tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
So a couple plot holes I guess I'll mention right now. One, they refer to me as an alien now, but earlier when we first met them, as you can see, they referred to me as a human, which I was saying that's a term that we use for ourselves. I really don't think an alien species would refer to us as human the first time they've seen us if we've never talked before. You know, they might call us, you know, a mammal, or you know something along those lines, or alien, as he was saying. The other plot hole is that they're calling the Remnant tech right out of the gate. They're calling it Remnant, and the Asari person that this gal we picked up along our trip, she was calling it Remnant because she just kind of made it up. She's like, well, I didn't really know what to call it, and I'm the first one to find it, so I just named it Remnant, and they're already calling it the same exact thing. So a couple little plot holes I've kind of noticed. Now the Remnant, they actually call them the Ancients, which is kind of what we called the Prothean in the original Mass Effect trilogy, which is kind of very fascinating. And so there, you know, this gal that we're trying to find looks like she knows a lot more about it. So I'm kind of cool to see. Now these, if you played Dragon Age Inquisition, it's more closer to that than it is the Mass Effect trilogy. In the Mass Effect original trilogy, you had Renegade Paragon options. This one is more of like logic, you know, heart. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's like I don't. The legend's not up there anymore, but there's like a whole bunch of different like creative, like all these different like kind of solutions. They're not very. I kind of wish they did more like the Dragon Age one, where they had the brain, the heart. You know, more of the symbols that actually would correlate to what they mean.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't. But I can always kill you in your sleep.
Good to know.
I love that. That's an awesome line. I don't trust you. I could kill you in your sleep.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Be careful out there.
You know I will.
You really think the Moshae is alive?
I was curious if I could like
Ship's
scan these
fixed up
people.
and ready to fly.
Don't kill yourself bringing her home.
No promises.
At this point, we're going to go ahead and board the Tempest. These people do not trust me. Like I said, it could go back to that mentality of they're at war. You know, there could be spies, there could be things like that. So we'll go ahead and board with our new friend. Our new friend, and by friend, I mean the guy who might kill us in our sleep if we piss him off.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Do the translators not work?
They work.
So we have the translators, kind of what I thought with the AI. So the other thing I just realized is that that first person that we met from this alien species actually knew exactly where we were from. We were from the Milky Way galaxy. I also find that a little odd that we didn't even get to explain it. It's almost like they're like fortune tellers. Now, how the translator works, considering we just met these people, another little plot hole, it would take some time, I would imagine, to decrypt this language, but hey.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to... just listen up?
Begging. Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jal?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Kett arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Kett kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Kett all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to 2 of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jal's told me about these 2 worlds, Havarl and Vol.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Kett. Our resistance base is fighting Kett Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect Remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Let me weigh the options. I'll let you know.
We'll be ready, whatever you decide.
Jal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
So that was a little bit about the first alien kind of species that we end up meeting that's new to this series. I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of that. I thought it was kind of interesting. Kind of gives you a little more background on the Kett, what they're doing, their war, why they're
Off to the cargo bay if you need anything.
why they're kind of at war, I guess, with everybody, and a little more backstory. Hope this was helpful and kind of entertaining, and definitely helps out. Appreciate you for watching, and thanks.